To everyone who's whining, it's not the left versus the right, they're just trying to divide us, I have just a couple things to say. In response to how a lot of people seem to be reacting at what I can only imagine is fear of what lies ahead, I've decided that we need to make a few things extremely clear. There's still a lot of people out there who, out of habit or because they still haven't been able to fully swallow the red pill, still affiliate with the left. People who consider themselves woke and think that they're somehow champions of the people and that they're the ones standing in the way of tyranny, these are the people that are quick to say things like, it's not the left versus right. And while I can certainly agree it's not a Republican versus Democrat issue, the Republican Party is riddled with crypto leftists, it's absolutely a left versus right issue. Most sane people would agree that in the last 50 years, it is not the people that have been winning, but the globalists and the powerful. If anything, our existence has become more slave-like with every passing year. Even these people who, for whatever reason, still cling to this leftist identity would still agree with this assessment. So the rest should be pretty easy to figure out. If you believe that the people have been losing ground for the last 50 years, then ask yourself this: has the culture shifted to the right or to the left in the last 50 years? We went from this to this. Which came from the right and which came from the left? Were the FBI employees that tried to get Hillary elected on the right or on the left? Are these people who sought to destroy our country, and it remains to be seen if they were successful because the damage they dealt was pretty severe, were they on the right or on the left? Are these people on the right or on the left? What about these people? What about these people? And what about these people? Do I really have to keep going? How can you possibly not understand that the left is the ideology that's been pushed by all of the propaganda for the last 50 years, produced and performed by millionaire leftist mouthpieces of billionaire leftists, creating mindless leftist robots too blinded by their corporate-sponsored self-esteem to see their own puppet strings. And they're certainly too deluded to see the ones pulling the strings. So don't come crying to me about how it's not a left versus right issue. Don't tell me about how it's all some trick and the fighting, guys, stop the fighting. I guess fighting against this cancer is just falling into their trap. They were just too weak-minded to see that they just want us divided. And for those of you on the right who want to hold hands with people like this and expect to reason with them, that magically people like this are going to come around, that people like this are going to embrace your idea of freedom, if only they would listen. Just be patient. We can all unite, guys. You're more to blame for the condition of this country than they are, because you see the danger. You see the degeneracy before you, and you have seen it for years, and you've never been willing to do what it takes in the past, and you don't want to do what it takes in the future. You let it happen. You didn't want to be called mean names. You wanted to be part of the cool kids. You just wanted to be able to laugh at the same jokes that their comedians would tell as they denigrated you and your culture to your face. And now once again, you seek to avoid responsibility. You'll do anything except face what you might have to do in the future because of your negligence in the stewardship of this country in the past. You're weak, so you want to kick the can down the road once again and leave the problem to be solved by anyone but you, even if it's your own children. A generation raised by cowards, left with whatever remnants of this country weren't devoured by their parasitic parents. So stop lying to yourself. Everyone that thinks that they can reason with people like this, or people like this, are worse than the conservatives that for the past half century have done nothing but lose and have conserved absolutely nothing. The future will go to those who want it the most and take it, not to those who, even after all this time of their compassion being exploited, the constant victims of endless concessions, still can't see where the road of compromises leads us. For Blackpilled, I'm Devin Stack. If you like my content, make sure you like and subscribe. Also, I'd like to announce I have a book coming out soon. I'll have more on that later. If you donate to me on Patreon, you'll have a special deal as far as that's concerned. I don't have all the details worked out, but I will have more on that later. And of course, you can always donate to the crypto addresses below.